Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today we're doing another Ramadan recipe. You guys have always loved my classic tiramisu recipe, so today I'm doing a Ramadan twist and we're making a pistachio tiramisu. This is perfect for dessert for iftar, perfect to take to someone's iftar. This is so easy, so simple, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make it. Let's do it. So you'll be needing a 8-ounce container of mascarpone cheese, pistachios that we'll crush up, some pistachio paste. I have pistachio essence or flavoring here, it's optional, and then I have my vanilla extract. Of course, you're going to need ladyfingers. Some people like to replace them with some biscuits. That's totally fine if you cannot find ladyfingers. And then of course, heavy whipping cream, because that is the base of our cream here. We're going to start off by adding in our mascarpone cheese. I made sure mine was softened just to make it easier for mixing. And then I'm going to add in our powdered sugar here next. So this depends on how sweet you want to make your tiramisu. I don't like it too sweet, so I added in about a cup or a cup and a half here. Again, just go ahead and taste it while you're making it if you can. And see if that's enough sugar for you. When you're using a stand mixer, it's very important to scrape down the sides while you are mixing, especially with any cream cheese or mascarpone cheese. It tends to get stuck on the sides, so I always halfway scrape the sides and then keep mixing. So now I'm going to add in my 4 cups of heavy cream. This will suffice for a larger tray. If you're making a smaller tray, right, you can cut this recipe. Once you add in your heavy cream, you're going to want to put that on a high or a medium-high level so that it can whip until it becomes a cream, of course. Now, in this process, you will start seeing heavy cream splashing everywhere. I usually have a cover here, but today I forgot it. Now I am going to add in our vanillas and our pistachio extract as well. Now that one I just found at the store and I wanted to give it a try. It's not completely necessary, but if you want to try and add it more pistachio flavor, go for it. We're going to be adding in our pistachio paste as well, and that's going to give us a lot of the pistachio flavoring here. So I added in about 2 big tablespoons. I would say this was a 1/3 cup. And I'm going to whip that up. Now when you're whipping the cream, you do not want it to be the stiff peaks before you add in the pistachio paste. So you want it to be a little softer and then add in your pistachio paste so that you can get to the stiff peak consistency. When you overmix your heavy cream, it does not come out well, right? So always keep an eye when you're mixing your heavy cream. Now we're going to move on to dipping our ladyfingers in some milk. I'm just going to make it pretty simple here and adding them to milk. You can get fancy and put pistachio paste in your milk, but that is very extra. And then I'm going to start with adding in some cream at the bottom of my dish. And I'm going to spread that very thinly. You're not going to do a thick layer here. It's just so that ladyfingers can stick to something. Then we're going to dip our ladyfingers one by one in some milk, just real quick, and adding them to the dish. You want to fill the tray completely with ladyfingers. Sometimes you might have to cut them according to the dish. And then we'll start our layering process. Once we have a complete layer of ladyfingers, I'm going to add in our cream. You want to put nice thick layers in between the ladyfingers so that when you cut into it, it looks pretty. Now, once I get my cream, I'm just going to spread it out evenly here. And this is optional, but I like to put pistachio paste in between the layers as well. So I'm just going to pipe on some pistachio paste here to get some extra pistachio flavor. It's really, wherever I can find pistachio paste, I'm just going to put it into this dish. And just again for extraness, I just made a cute little design. It's going to be covered up anyways, but this was just for fun. And then we're going to go in with our second layer of ladyfingers. So we're going to do the same thing. It's just repeating these layers over and over again until you run out of cream. So just keep an eye out when you are putting the cream that you have enough for the next layer. You don't want to have one layer thicker than the other. Now we're on our final layer of cream. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the cream onto the top and spread that out thinly. Now for the top design, you guys can get creative on how you want to design this. I did that similar zigzag. I don't even know what that design is called, but I went ahead and did that on the top just a little bit thinner. And because I am a baker, right, I wanted to pipe a design on the side of the tiramisu. So I got out my piping tip and I piped a little bit whatever was left over of the cream onto the sides. But this design is very simple. You just draw like lines with your pistachio paste. You can decide on how thick or thin you want them, how far away, right, from each other. And then you'll just take a toothpick and you'll just drag that back and forth through those lines, and it creates this beautiful like ripple design. When I tell you guys, this pistachio tiramisu was devoured. It was crazy. So I ended up filming this for you guys, and I wanted to, of course, cut into it so you guys can see a cross section. But unfortunately, when I took this to a iftar, they devoured it, and I didn't even get a cross section photo or video of me cutting into it. So you guys just imagine how beautiful it is when you cut into this. It is so good. I barely got a bite of this, but I hope you guys try this out. Just from what people told me, it is something you have to take to your next iftar, right? Remember, this is not only an iftar recipe. You guys can make this any time of the year. And lastly, we're just going to top it off with some crushed pistachios here. If you're not going to do all the pipingness like I did, you can just add the pistachios on the side and then top it off with some rose petals. So that's it, you guys. This is so easy to make. I cannot wait to see y'all's remix for this pistachio tiramisu. This pistachio tiramisu is perfect for your next iftar, or if you're going to someone's iftar, this is the perfect dessert to take. This will be a hit, I promise you guys. Thank you guys for watching. As always, psa.